In 2026, 4.2 million sole traders could be destroyed by MTD unless we stop it. And yeah, I do actually think we can stop it. But for that to happen, you have a part to play in this so that our government has no choice but to sit up and take notice. The thing is, everyone who is aware of the MTD changes is under the impression it's inevitable. It's just another tax change you're going to have to accept. But it doesn't have to be. If enough of us sign the petition and the links below, Parliament will have no choice but to debate this publicly. Just think about this for a second. When changes are proposed to other groups, they get canned. This year alone, the government has reversed winter fuel cuts, backed down on disability benefit reform, all because people fought back as one voice. So why is MTD, a policy that's going to devastate 4.2 million sole traders, still steaming ahead? It's pretty simple, actually. There is something missing that all those other groups have: a unified voice. There are 4.2 million sole traders, but unless sole traders start coming together, then you're going to remain isolated, powerless individuals. So my ambition is to end that today. Together, we need to take this fight to Parliament, force them to debate MT publicly, and stop this attack on small business once and for all. But this can only be done if sole traders work together. Now think about it. How much tax do you already pay? How many families depend on the wages you provide? How many people do you serve, fix, or help every single day? How many communities would just collapse without your skills, your dedication, your willingness to work, in many cases, crazy hours? How much do you contribute to our economy in the tough times and in the good? When everyone else was locked down, for example, who kept the lights on? Who fixed the boilers? Who delivered the goods? Who kept Britain running? You are not the enemy. You're not tax dodgers. You're not the problem. You are the backbone of Britain. You take risks when others won't. You are the innovators who adapt when times get tough. You're the wealth creators, the job providers, the people who make this country work. And that's exactly why you need to act. This government won't listen unless you force them to. And the only way to do this is by signing the petition we've put forward to stop MTD. The link's below. It will take 30 seconds. Do it now while you're watching, because when HMRC needs more money, who are they going to target? Not the multinationals stuffing billions offshore, not the corporations paying 3% on massive UK profits, not the hedge funds or the private equity giants. No, they target you, the plumber, the electrician, the consultant, the landlord, the small business owner working 60 hours a week, or even just a side hustler trying to make a bit more just to make ends meet. And why? Because you're easy targets, because you don't have a team of tax lawyers, because you don't have lobby groups in Westminster, because you don't wine and dine civil servants or fund political campaigns. But here's their miscalculation. There are 4.2 million of you, 4.2 million sole traders who keep this economy moving, 4.2 million people who vote, 4.2 million voices that, when united, they just can't ignore it. And we can stop this, but only if sole traders stop acting like individual victims and start acting like the 4.2 million political force they can be. And you know what this is really about? Money. Pure and simple. HMRC have said that MTD ITSA will generate an additional 780 million in tax revenue. That money is coming from you. It's coming from the penalties when you miss a quarterly return. It's coming from mistakes in complex digital submissions. It's coming from more frequent audits, because now they've got your data 5 times a year instead of just once. Oh, but they called it making tax digital, like they're doing you a bloody favour, forcing you to pay £300 per year for software you never needed and is somehow modernising your business. Like submitting 5 reports per year instead of just one is somehow going to make you more productive. This is just a tax grab disguised as digitalisation. Nothing more. We're already seeing the damage. The amount of calls and comments I get from sole traders every day who are just saying, I'm going to jack it in rather than deal with this. They can't be asked for the red tape. Think about that. Experienced, skilled professionals who love their work, who provide valuable services, who employ other people, they're being driven out by civil servants who've never run a business in their life. That's not just bad for those individuals. That's catastrophic for our economy. We need every entrepreneur, every small business, every job creator we can get. Instead, we're forcing people to consider retiring or shutting down because some bureaucrat thinks digital reporting is more important than keeping businesses alive. It's incredibly short sighted. So we don't have to let this happen. Right now, we started a petition to stop MTD completely. And the crucial part is once we hit 100,000 signatures, Parliament has to debate it publicly. They have to stand up and justify why they're making your life harder. MTD for income tax was first announced in 2015. It's supposed to go live in April 2024, but what happened? They delayed it to 2026 because of challenging economic conditions. Challenging economic conditions. That was back in 2022. What do you think the economic conditions are like now? We're in the middle of a cost of living crisis, soaring interest rates, energy bills are going through the roof, and businesses are closing left, right, and centre. If the economy was too weak to implement it in 2022, how on earth is it strong enough now? It's just not. The economy is weaker than ever. Small businesses are under more pressure than they've ever been. So why is this still going ahead? Because they think you won't fight back. They think sole traders will just quietly roll over and accept like they always have done. They think you'll grumble a bit, maybe complain to your accountant, and everyone else is willing to listen, but ultimately just do what you always do, the British thing, and crack on. Well, they're wrong. There's no point moaning about it on social media. There's no point complaining. There's no point hoping someone else will fix it. If we want to stop MTD, we need to take action. So the first step is showing Parliament that you exist and you do vote. And the way you do that is by getting this petition to 100,000 signatures. But it only works if you sign it right now. Not later when you remember, not tomorrow when you have more time, now. So just go to the link in the description below. It takes 30 seconds. 30 seconds to show that 4.2 million sole traders won't be pushed around anymore. Someone else isn't going to fight this fight for you. They're counting on exactly that attitude. They're counting on sole traders staying divided, staying quiet, staying powerless. Every signature matters because the current government are terrified right now. Their approval ratings are in the gutter. They're backing down on policy after policy because they can't afford more political battles. Sign the petition, but don't stop there. Share this video with every sole trader you know. Post it on Facebook. Send it to your spouse, your family, your friends. They can all sign it, even if they're not sole traders, because this affects the entire economy. Get your accountant to sign it. Get your bookkeeper to sign it. Get your suppliers to sign it. Post it on LinkedIn. Share it on WhatsApp, because we need every single vote we can get. Now, let me tell you why I think we can win this fight. Because this government is weak, and they've already proven they'll back down when enough people fight back as a united force. Look at what happened this year. Winter fuel allowances, massive public outcry, policy gone. Farming inheritance tax, farmers united, government under pressure. Disability benefit reforms, campaigners fought back, changes paused. What's the difference between these campaigns and us? They're organised, they're united, they made a noise, they forced the government to notice them. There are 4.2 million sole traders. That's bigger than most trade unions. That's bigger than most voting constituencies. I'm an accountant and most accountants will admit it, but they love MTD because it means more fees, more complexity, more dependency on their services. But what's the point in more fees when less people take the risk of being a sole trader? When our economy loses productive businesses because they make it harder and harder? We see the real impact every day. We see the stress, the costs. We already see people putting in more than they get out. And I generally think this is just wrong. And it's bad for our country. This isn't just about stopping one bad policy. This is about showing HMRC, showing the government, showing every civil servant in Whitehall that sole traders aren't cash cows that they can take for granted. For too long, sole traders have been the forgotten voice in British politics. Sole traders create jobs, sole traders take risks, sole traders drive innovation, and sole traders serve their communities. But when policy gets made, every sole trader is ignored because we don't have lobbyists in Westminster. The petition is just the start, but I want you to know we're not stopping there. We're going to take this fight to as many people as possible. We'll be pushing this into the media, we'll be writing to MPs in every constituency, we'll be flooding social media so that no politician can pretend they didn't know this was happening. When the petition gains traction, We'll be sending press releases to every major paper, every online outlet that covers business. They will not be able to ignore 4.2 million people demanding to be heard. We'll be organising letter campaigns so MPs from every party get emails from their local business owners, and trust me, when they get 200 plumbers or hairdressers in a single town all write to the same MP on the same week, they start paying attention. We'll use Facebook groups, LinkedIn, WhatsApp, even local radio and newspaper to spread the word. If you've got contacts in the press, use them. If you've got a following on social media, post it. This isn't just about a one and done signature. This is about building noise so loud that Westminster can't hide from it. This is our moment. This is our chance to show that small businesses won't be pushed around anymore. We won't accept policies that make our lives harder just so HMRC can tick their digital boxes and extract more money through penalties. The link is in the description below. Sign it now. We need momentum. So here's what I need you to do. Share this video everywhere. We can stop this. We can force them to scrap MTD completely, but only if we put up a fight. Only if we remain united. Only if we show them that 4.2 million sole traders, they won't be silenced anymore. Sign the petition, share the video, let's stop MTD.